So yeah, you're the one who has the blueprint and the final picture of your life. You're the one who knows utufunan, and you know to let happy if you do the work, the inner work, because finally and the inner work of finding out ubani, ufunani, and la ukhona, is it where you're supposed to be, or are you holding on to things that are no longer supposed to be in your life? Are you moving? Are you not moving? Are you happy? Are you not happy? That's inner work. Are you living your purpose or are you not? Are you fighting the real battle or are you just faking it till you make it? You're the one that needs to know that. Nobody can teach you, nobody can know it for you. It's your job to know ukuthi ubani, ufunani, kanjani, nini. Everything depends on you. So it is your duty every year to upgrade, because you must move. You're not a tree. The nice thing about you, you are earth, but that is in motion. So you are the tree that we breathe with energy and all the fruits that you bear, but you are also not a tree. You're human, meaning you're divine. You're above everything else. You can tell, you can move situations, change situation. You've got that power, but you've got to do it regularly, you know, intentionally. You must be intentional about your life. What is it that you want? What is it that you don't want? Spend time analyzing it, so that you can start living the life of Funai. Don't watch people live their lives while when you're just watching, be part of your life, not just routine. Every day you're doing the same thing, no, but create a life that you want. What kind of life that you want? So go for it. And I know there's so many challenges. There's bills and stuff like that and all of that jazz, and it's true. You're not gonna get it right immediately, but if you're intentional about it, that means you are doing the work to find out how you can make your life happen. you know so each year used to have these big elaborate plans, but this year I've dumbed it down to simple things that I really need. For instance, obviously, since I'm in the garden space, my hobbies are around that. So I'm learning more around gardening, farming, growing, selling, all of that. And it's such an exciting journey, which is beautiful. It's a hobby I started 2 years back, and it's really just giving, keeps giving. It's beautiful. I love farming, and it's keeping me busy. It's a filler, it's a healer, it's therapy, it's everything that you could imagine, especially in a town like Escort, where it's just rich in vegetation, it's rich in land. So whether we are tanda or awuthandi, lona yakho, hobby yako should really be around farming, if you simjes, because that's what is a lot. There's a lot of land, there's a lot of agricultural opportunities as well. So thina ke media, we already know ukuthi it's a struggle, because that industry is really non-existent in small towns. So you need to fill up your time with things that will keep you busy, and also obviously keep you healthy, finance your daily routines, all of that. You need to be aware of that if you're an artist, because you building big things in small towns that are non-existent. So you're going to need to know how to balance yourself and maintain yourself in that journey. So that's the whole plan, right? So this year, obviously, I want to improve on that, learn more, and the garden has been so exciting. It's giving me a lot, but I want to learn more. And Savula Vele next week, I'm gonna let these days go by, this few 2 days, so that kids can settle in. And then next week, straight up, we're getting to the garden, we're doing the hard work and the labor, and we're growing that. So definitely that's top priority and on my list of things in Funengizens this year. you know Second one, I want to dance more because I want to move. I want to move my body, learn how to move and do all of those things, the new styles. Because my gym has taken a different thing. Angisafuni ukwenza the traditional gym. Ngijima kule ngadini. That's sorted, you know. It's sorted. Icardio yami nayo yonke into yenzeka mangihlakula, done. But I need dance to sweeten up my life. I'm a very good dancer and I want to bring that back. I want to have like regular sessions of dancing, you know. Simple little strategy, dance. Another one that I have is watch 100 movies, including series and docus. This year, I am watching 100 movies, and I've done 10 already in the first 2 weeks. So can you imagine? Vele mina I don't watch regular TV. I watch, specific programs and movies. I'm a movie fanatic, and building a studio kind of helps, obviously, because it's in line with that. Studio is to document stories, tell stories. So the more I watch stories, the more I get motivated to create more stories or tell more stories, type of thing. So it's fun. So this year we're gonna do a lot, and that's the reason why today I'm making them this video. I want to share a bit of some of the reviews or spoilers of some of the movies that I've watched in the first 2 weeks of the year, and tell you about my list as well. So, Mina, obviously, I watch for everything else. I watch everything, even though I'm more into horror, action, but I also do love stories, and just general stories, good stories. I love a good story. I love a good story, type of thing. So this year, as I'm watching, I've done 10 already, which is 8 movies and 2 series. I haven't done docus. I find docus too real, right? And too emotional. So I need to be in a space. I need to be in a certain space, frame of mind, if ngifuna ukubuka idocu properly, So those are the least of the things I need. Ama movies, because they are fiction, even though some are based on true stories, like Modi. Modi was based on true story, and I thought that was quite nice. So 10 movies that I've watched in the past 2 weeks. I started off with Hollow Road. Is it Hollow Road or Hollow Road? I don't know. But this one is such a beautiful story. It takes place in a car. So these parents wake up in the middle of the night because intombazane yabo itshontshe imoto yababa wayo yahamba. Mase bafonele uthi ke ishayise umuntu. So they are rushing to her, and it's the whole twist and turns. Ushayisa umuntu, uyapanika, she's alone in the woods, and the parents are driving to her. They're getting lost. Kuqhamuka abantu abazomsiza, but they're really not human. So something is going on. So riveting. It was quite nice. I enjoyed that. I've also watched Hereditary, which is nice. I watched the classic American stories. These are not new movies, by the way. These are just old movies, things I haven't watched, things that I like. I've watched Modi. Modi was quite a nice one. It's of this disabled lady that doesn't have parents. Then she looks for a job. Stays with this farmer who's also very abusive, but eventually they warm up to each other and they get married, and she becomes this world famous painter. It's a story. It's a true story, apparently. But it's quite nice. It's spelled Maudie. Moody. Bone Lake is also nice. Bone Lake is fun. The Perfection. So you a clip here, Perfection alone, because The Perfection is some scary psychological mind F, So I like that. I tried to watch The Craft Legacy, couldn't finish it. I just couldn't finish the series that took my breath away. Girl Taken. Girl, it's a 6-part series. Spoilers, I will spoil the series because I think it's quite nice. Spoiler alert coming through, guys. Okay, see